and welcome to our very first edition of the Rant and Rave of the Day right here on Raw Real Politics. And today we got 2 rants and 2 raves, so let's get going. And the first rant of the day is something that I have been wondering this for a long time now, especially the last 50 years, and this is all coming down to the black voters. Now, holy shit, there's a white guy talking about black voters. Well, yeah, because I've always wondered this and why you guys do this. Why do you black people keep voting Democrat? Literally, there was no white man, okay, in the form of Abraham Lincoln that signed the Emancipation Proclamation saying all black people, Asian people, Hispanics that were even captive back in the Civil War era, they set you free for the Republicans, and then you keep voting Democrat. They wanted to put you back in slavery, basically with Jim Crow laws, okay? And the Republicans got rid of that. They wanted to say, hey, the Civil Rights Movement of the 1960s, holy shit, they were done by Republicans. But guess who tried to undo that? All the Democrats. Who started the KKK? The Democrats. Not the party, but people of the party started the KKK. But yet, black people keep on voting for Democrats, even though Republicans have done the most good, the most help for them. And I want to know literally why. Leave a comment down below because I really want to hear this argument. But not only that is, they want to keep you in slavery by having you live off government assistance. They want you to say, hey, black man, leave the home. Don't participate in the nuclear family. Just go be by yourself. You're fine. Well, guess how the hell has that worked out, right? 13% of the population is responsible for 50% of the high crime rate. Let's think about that. Absentee fathers, high crime rate. There's a correlation. Okay, it's not myth. It's not a GOP member saying that. It's just common damn sense. And the data, the statistical data from everything from the FBI on down has the proof. The proof is in the pudding. All right, come on now. All right, and my next rant is to the WNBA itself. Okay, listen up. WNBA players, you have charter flights now. Okay, you used to ride in freaking economy, or maybe coach. I don't know, maybe coach. Economy, we'll say. You used to ride with us mere peasants, and then all of a sudden, here comes this little girl from Iowa in the name of Caitlin Clark, and you guys are bitching because she got you guys charter flights. Really? Let me ask you this: since your inception into professional sports back in the 1990s, what the hell have you guys accomplished? Okay, there was more buzz around Ronda Rousey than Holly Holm in the UFC fights than there has ever been for even one game of the WNBA in its entire history until Caitlin Clark arrived. And we can sit here and say, oh, you're going to be a Caitlin Clark fan, you're a damn bagwagon. She's from Iowa, you're from Utah, she's white, you're white. Stop that bullshit right now, okay? I'm a basketball fan, first and foremost, always have been, always will be. Here's the biggest thing. I see what really is going on in the world, and I see what's going on with Caitlin Clark and how she's being treated right now. You are taking the cash cow, right? The person that's making you all this ad revenue, all this sponsorship deals, all this new money that's coming in to the WNBA. And what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? You are pissing it away. You're drinking the entire jug in less than a minute and they're saying, nothing's going to happen, then you piss it away. This is your golden use opportunity. Get the Olympics in basketball, okay? I'm talking about just the WNBA. You only play 40 games, not the NBA. You don't play 82. You don't have massive playoffs. You barely have a preseason that nobody watches, nobody gives a shit about. But all of a sudden, you're like, oh, Caitlin Clark, little girl from Iowa, what can she really do? She just brought you tens of millions of viewers. She has helped you sell out stadiums. You have barely ever sold out the bottom bowl of your arenas ever in your lifetime. And here she is selling out 17 to 18,000 seats. Unprecedented. You want to say, oh, this is just a glitch in the matrix, it's not going to last ever. She's been doing it night after night after night after night. Ticket sales, viewerships, and even new sponsorships are coming in because of this young lady. and you're sitting here, you're but Angel Reese can't always sit here and be the villain, as we've said before, and especially on our audio podcast. Angel Reese is starting to take that villain role to a whole new level, which is fine. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, there needs to be the rivalry. To sit here, rookie in this year's class, who's making waves. Why? Because she talks this much. She does this much on her team. She is a plug. That's why they call her Money Martin. But you guys don't really, care to hear about her, even though she's so cutie. Cameron Brink, a tall female down in the LA Sparks. Okay, what is she doing? She's blocking everything that comes in the damn paint, which is just absolutely wonderful for your sport. Don't fuck it up, as the one guy off Instagram says when he's making food. Don't fuck it up. Here's your opportunity. Don't piss it away. And speaking of that, we're going to keep on with this Rant and Rave, and we're going to go to the Raves now. And the Rave is going to be Caitlin Clark herself. Why? Because what has Caitlin Clark actually done? She has only come out, played. She plays with little kids and babies before the game. She signs autographs after. She sits here and makes guest appearances and brings in new viewerships and money. But all you do is you shit on her. But here's the thing, Caitlin Clark, thank you for being the light at the end of the WNBA tunnel. You are the entire reason that league will ever have success. And you leave, it will go back down with the LGBTQ plus and all this, basically a lot of lesbians versus we hate straight people, blah, blah, blah. They're going to go down that rabbit hole if you leave. If you, Kate Martin, Cameron Brink, and even Angel Reese, if you four just packed it up tomorrow and left, the WNBA will return to a shithole. So thank you, and thank four of you especially for what you're doing to promote women's sports, and especially women's basketball and the WNBA. But here's another Rave, and this is coming out of the International Olympic Committee, and I want to say thank you. Thank you. The International Olympic Committee keeping William Thomas, aka Leah Thomas, from participating in women's events in swimming. Thank you. Finally, somebody saw chronological evidence that says that this guy is a guy who has a penis, who has testicles, and is not a female. You can sit here and say, well, Leah Thomas is so brave. William Thomas is still a dude. And the International Olympic Committee, thank you. You got it correct. You got it right. You didn't screw it up. Thank you so much for keeping sports and Title IX and everything that goes with women's sports intact by keeping men and women separate but yet equal as far as sports representation. Now, the International Olympic Committee, you are involved in a lot of things internationally, but this is something that you did not mess up, and I applaud you for that. Anyway, this has been your first episode on the Rant and Rave today on Raw Real Politics. I want to know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Feel free to like, subscribe, submit, and follow us, especially on Twitter at Raw Real Poly1, and we will catch you in the next episode or next time. Thank you, and God bless.